All right. Hey, y'all. So, I'm gonna hop on here. And as you hop on, say hello. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna wait just a few moments and see if anybody hops on. So when you hop on, say hello. I'm gonna invite some people, some of our teamies, see if anybody hops on. All right. And I know some people are working, and that's totally okay. There's not a whole lot of people in this group, so hopefully everybody that is supposed to be on the team leadership page is here. So, all right. And if y'all need to add your team members that are lead and above or are certified and definitely going to be hitting lead soon, you can add them to this leadership page so that they can get more trainings and more leadership type things. I am going to start posting in here a little bit more, and I want y'all to, as leaders, to start posting more in here, leadership type stuff, because I'm going to be honest, things in this group is going to be different than in the Scent Warriors page. That's for everybody, because in here we're more focused on leadership. So we are going to talk about how to be a leader and what is leadership. So go ahead, as you hop on, I want to know, what is leadership to you? What does leadership mean to you? Go ahead and comment in the comments below. What is leadership to you? What do you think about when you hear the word leadership? Or as a leader, what do you feel like is leadership? I would like to know. And I will post this so that y'all can go back and watch the replay. And then I will also post it on our YouTube channel for Scent Warriors. That way, if y'all are happen to be on YouTube and want to watch it over there, you can. Hi, Justina. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't have time to waste. My life right now, you guys, it's just so busy. Like, my time is very precious. And I say that because when I went live last Thursday and nobody showed up except for 2 people for this leadership training, I'm going to be honest, I kind of was hurt by that. But I will always show up for the one. If one person shows up, I'm happy. So we're just going to do it, because the ones that want this will watch it. The ones that want this will go back and watch the replay and implement the things that we talk about. And that's why I do what I do. So those that want this will watch it. All right. So what is leadership to me? I'm going to talk about just a few things that I wrote down about leadership. So let's go ahead and get started, because this can be long and I don't want it to be long. All right, so the number one thing I wrote down is servanthood. A lot of people don't know how to be a leader once they are a leader, because if I'm going to be honest with you guys, sometimes you step into a leadership role very quickly. If you are like joining Scentsy and you're gung-ho and you want things to happen and you're implementing everything your upline is telling you or leaders are telling you, and you are just promoting very quickly, you are going to end up being in a leadership role and feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what leadership is. Well, this is what this training is for, okay? Because trust me, I ended up hitting director 4 months in, and I'm going to be very honest, I'm still learning. I have not, next month will be 1 year for Scentsy for me, and I am still learning what leadership is. And that's what I love about Scentsy, is there's always something to learn. And especially as leaders, I feel like for me, I want to constantly watch and do all the things so that I can be a better leader for you guys. So that's why I feel like personal development is very, very important. If you are a leader, you should be watching at least one training a week. One training a week. And I'll tell you, OG Boss Babes Guide to Growth on YouTube. If you've already watched it, go back and rewatch it. because that's what I'm doing, because I watched it when I first joined, and those trainings are just so darn good for everybody that is where I would start. If you are like, I don't know what leadership is, or I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, I just started becoming a leader, go back, watch Guide to Growth. It's under OG Boss Babes. It's Chloe and Justin and all of their trainings. It is so good, and it's a great place to start, okay? But I want you guys as leaders to watch one training a week. Watch it. Listen to a training while you're taking a shower. Listen to a training while you're cooking dinner. Listen to a training while you're helping with homework. Listen, I know that people are busy. I'm very busy. I am packing up a house. I am getting my house ready to renovate so that we can sell this place, so that we can hopefully get our dream house that we found. I don't have time for unnecessary things. But while I'm doing those things, I'm listening to personal development. I'm watching trainings. I am implementing and listening and taking notes while I'm doing all the things. So you will always be capable of learning. And if you don't think you're capable of learning, you're wrong, okay? All right. So the things you all know from as a lead consultant on, because of all the trainings that me and other leaders on this team have done as lead consultants, I didn't know like the things I would watch before when I was a lead. I didn't necessarily know really until I hit director. So I want to give you all the right tools so that you know what the heck you're doing as a leader. When you promote and what you should be doing as a lead consultant matters. So as you hit lead, because that is when leadership starts, you should get an email from your upline about leadership and certain trainings that you need to watch. There is an email template that Chloe created, sent me. I redid it a little bit for my leaders on my page, but if you are someone directly underneath me, when you hit lead and above, you will get this email. Or if you are a certified consultant, sometimes I will send them automatically to my certifieds that I know are just like promoting very quickly and doing all the things and starting to like show leadership roles. Sometimes you'll get it early, okay? But there is an email that your leaders should be sending you when you hit lead and above. And if you don't have those leadership emails, you need to message your upline and let her know so that she can get it sent to you, because the earlier on that you can start implementing and doing those things, the better. I don't want you to wait until you hit director, which is where me and Angela and Ashley are, and then be like, holy crap, I have no idea what I need to do. Okay? I want you to know what you're doing and where you need to go to hit director, so forth and so on. Okay? So servanthood is first for me, because when you become a leader, it is no longer just about yourself. It is no longer about yourself. It's about our team. I don't care if you have one person under you, you are a leader, and it's no longer just about you. It's also about your team. Okay? How can we serve our team better? And you will always hear me say, when I say, oh my gosh, we hit our numbers for director this month, as a team, it's not about me, okay? It's about our team. When we hit director for the first time, I said, as a team, we hit director, because I wouldn't have hit director if it wasn't for you all, okay? So I want y'all to know that, like, I don't think of it about me anymore. Yes, I know what I need to do for myself, but as a leader, I'm thinking about how can I better serve my team better? What can I do to help my team become leaders themselves? What can I do to help them understand what leadership is? You should always be focused on how to better serve your team, how to better serve your customers, because it's all about servanthood in every aspect of this business. How can you better serve your customers? How can you better serve your team? Why is customers important? Because your best customers could eventually turn out to be some of the people in your down with them, okay? I want you all to follow. My internet is going to work. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's why I was like, I'm just going to go live. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now I see stuff rolling in. Okay. I want y'all to follow Greg Groeschel. Greg Groeschel. And I think the way that Craig Groeschel, did I just say Greg? I meant Craig. Craig Groeschel. Groshelle. I believe is how you spell his last name. If not, if you just type in Craig Groeschel on YouTube, you're going to see him. He is so good with servanthood and leadership and serving others, which is what this business is really all about. And I say that because he's a pastor, but he's also a personal developmental leadership go-to guy. He does trainings, and he's actually like a guest speaker for so many different companies. He'll come in and do a lot of trainings and stuff. He's amazing, for one, because I think because maybe he's a pastor, but he just knows that it's not always about you. It's going to be about serving other people, helping serve your customers, helping serve your friends, helping serve your family, because you never know those people that are placed in your life. You never know how they're going to benefit and help you, but also how you're going to help benefit them and their life, because your best friend may not support you with Scentsy, but the cashier at Walmart that you just met may be having a hard day, and maybe you see that and you go in there and you go through her line and you give her a scent circle and your business card, and she could turn out to be like your number one person on your team. So it's always about, how can I serve other people? How to earn annual mentor. Anybody know how you earn annual mentor? As a leader, you should know how to earn annual mentor. Annual mentor. You need to personally sponsor 14 people. You personally need to sponsor 14 people and get all 14 of them to hit certified, which is the first main promotion. Shooting stars first, but your first actual promotion is certified. And when you do that, you will hit annual mentor. Annual mentor starts May 1st and ends on April 31st. So for all the people that are just now joining our team, that just joined a couple months ago, you guys are going to be able to start this all over with us starting May 1st. And just helping, just think of it as, how can I help this person better themselves? Or how can I help gift them Scentsy and bring Scentsy into their life? And how can I help them change their life, or do something that literally can change their life? That's the way I think of it. When I offer the opportunity to people, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this opportunity could seriously change their life by giving them a couple of $100 extra a month. If that's all they want, that can pay for their gas, or that can pay for the babysitter that's watching their kid while they're going to their full-time job. So always think of those things when you're thinking of how can I earn annual mentor, okay? Hold on, sorry. I help everyone else and serve all of these people on my team well. You've got to start thinking positive, that I am here to help everyone else and serve all of the people on my team well, okay? Stop being negative Nancy's. If you think negative, well, hopefully it's working. We'll see. If you keep thinking negative thoughts, you're just going to bring negativity into your life. If you keep thinking, I will never earn annual mentor, well, guess what? No, you're not ever going to earn it. If you're sitting there thinking, I will never hit director, well, guess what? No, you're probably not, because that's what you're thinking. That's what you're feeding your brain, and you're not going to work hard for it. Also, how can you help your team reach their goals and help them earn the rewards and the promotions? Sorry, y'all. My kids spilled something all over my notes, so I'm trying to find out what it is. So we've got to think, instead of thinking about ourselves, yes, I know we need to come first too, but I kind of put y'all first. I'm going to be honest. I'm always like, I wake up every morning, I have my daily routine before I get started for work, and then I'm thinking, I'm going to my reporting tab on Workstation, and I'm looking at people that I want to work with, and I'm looking at where they're at and where I see their potential, and and I'm sitting there like, what can I do to help them get higher PRV or book the parties, or how can I help them sponsor more, or how can I help them earn annual mentor or annual sales? Like, how can I help them? Okay. Heidi and Orville also think the same thing. I don't know if y'all have ever watched any of the lives that Heidi and Orville, which are the owners of our company, they always say that that Scentsy starts with servanthood, that we're here to help other people. It's no longer about us when you become a leader. It's about your team, and it's about how you can better them. So leadership is servanthood. How can you love people enough that you stay focused on serving them? How do you love people enough that you stay focused on serving them and not worrying about yourself? We have to stop worrying about ourselves, because listen, when you put your team first, when you put the people on your team first and you literally pour into them everything that you can, and you're pouring the leadership and the trainings into yourself so that you can pour that back into them, everything that you need for yourself will happen. The PRV, the people that want to join your team. You guys, I'm going to be honest for just a second. Every single person that has ever joined my team came to me. Why? Because I was being consistent every day, and I was showing up every day talking about Scentsy and how much I love this company, talking about the comp plan, showing off things that I've earned from Scentsy, how they spoil us. And people see that, and they see how excited I am, and they see me shouting out you all, and they see all these things. They see y'all promoting, they see me bringing on new people, and they're like, man, I really want to be a part of that, because whatever she's doing is working. And I just love like her energy. If you're sitting behind your phone and all you're doing is sending out messages trying to help someone join Scentsy, it ain't gonna happen. It is not going to happen. You might get lucky a couple of times, but you've got to show up and be consistent and talk about Scentsy and be excited, not just, oh, do you want to join my team? Like, I have 2 spots that I really want to get filled. How does that sound? Y'all, come on now. Get into your stories. Go live. I know it's scary, but guess what? If you want to be a superstar director one day, you're going to do the scary things, because the scary things is what's actually going to get you to promote. The scary things is actually stepping out of your comfort zone is what's going to work. If you are comfortable at where you're at right now, then you're not doing it right. If you are comfortable with where you're at right now with Scentsy, you need to get up and do the scary things, because I guarantee you every single person on this team, and as leaders, are not going live like they should. Y'all ain't posting in your stories every single time. Now, I know some of y'all are, but if you want to help other people, you've got to show up and be consistent and show them how excited you are about Scentsy, because no one's going to join you if they're like, well, I never see her talk about Scentsy. All she does is send me a message asking me to join her team, but I never see her share about what Scentsy's doing for her. Share your why. Go live and talk about your why. We're going to talk about that in a minute. That is so important. Okay, and the number 2 thing that I wrote down is communication and listening. For leadership, communication and listening. Hi, Christina. This is huge. We have to stop being the ones that want to talk. We need to step back and listen, open our ears and listen and communicate with our team. Are you communicating well with your team? Are you training your team? Are you coaching your team? If you only have one person on your team, you are a leader. You still need to do trainings. You still need to talk with them every day or every couple of days. You still need to check up on that person. Are you coaching them? You guys, I know in the Scent Warriors page, I post stuff all the time for coaching. Take what I post and implement it with your team. If you can't take 1 hour out of your month to train your team, That's a huge problem. 1 hour. If I can sit here and do this with all the chaos I got in my life and take my time for you guys, you can do it for your teams too. Even if you have a team of 1, it doesn't matter. It starts with 1. You need to take at least 1 hour to invest into the people on your team that's helping you make money. If you're not training your team, that's a problem. It's an honor for me to be here and to help you guys. Like, I feel so blessed to do trainings. But I'm going to be honest with you, when people don't show up and could care less, it does hurt. But at the same time, I know that there are certain ones of y'all that are out there that watch the trainings and actually implement what I ask y'all to do. So I'm going to show up for the one. Y'all are important to me. So if I didn't take the time to invest in you all, you wouldn't take the time to invest in your team. We also need to step up and have more one-on-one calls, text messaging calls, live training calls, whatever it may be. We need to start doing that more. And that is why when I get on there and ask for my personally sponsored people, if they want to do one-on-ones and if they want to do text messaging, it's not because I just want to sprinkle fairy magic dust and just say, hey, please do this. I'm like doing it because I want to help better you and better myself. Like, I want us to build a connection. I want to know why you're doing Scentsy. I want to know why you want to be a leader. I want to know why you need higher PRV, or what are you doing to get high PRV. And so that I can understand maybe what you're doing is something different than some other people on our team is doing, and we can talk about that, and then I can take the trainings and the calls that I'm doing with you guys and help other people on our team. Because it's not about just me. It's about me helping you all, but me helping our team as well. We need to be intentional with our time and make it a priority to step up as a leader and train our team. Coaching calls need to be intentional. Even if it's one person that constantly says, yes, I'll do a coaching call. I know right now, if I was to ask if I could do a one-on-one call with anybody, Christina will be one of the first people that steps up. And this is why she's on this leadership page. She doesn't have anybody on her team yet, but she continues to show up month after month, day after day, and she is consistent and she works hard, and I see that. But I know that if I ever need anything, I can count on her. She is always the first person that wants to take all of the trainings I do and run with them. All right, number 3, training. The trainings need to be intentional. We need to pour value into our team. So don't just go live and say, this is how you set up a party. I mean, as leaders, we should already know how to set up a party. We need to be intentional with our own time. So I have to make sure that I'm doing trainings for you guys that are intentional. That's why I wanted to talk about what is leadership. What is leadership to you guys? Did anybody even comment that? What does leadership look like for you guys? I know Angela did. What does leadership look like to you guys? Value in, value out. They will give you value if you're pouring value into your team. If you're reaching out and your team is declining your calls, you need to look at why. Maybe it's something that we're doing that we don't even see ourselves. Maybe it's just not the right time for them. But we also need to understand not to blame our team if they're not accepting the one-on-one calls. And I'm going to be honest, I am no longer posting in the Scent Warriors text or the messenger group asking everybody to do calls with me anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm going to cut the fluff because I am only going to offer it to the ones that I see showing up every single month. The ones that are getting PRV, the ones that I see are trying to sponsor, the ones that I see are actually watching and doing the trainings that we ask them to do, the ones that are going on the Scent Warriors page and posting without me asking them to post. Those are the people I want to work with. So I'm not offering one-on-one calls to everybody anymore. It is a privilege to do a one-on-one call with me now. Why? Because my time is precious. I don't have time to waste a call on someone that's going to do a call with me and not even do anything after the call, not even try to show up or book parties or whatever it may be. I'm done with that. Are we showing our team that we care, not just trying to get goals met, but that we actually care? Are we showing up as leaders and checking in on our people and saying, hey girl, how was your day? I do that all the time. All the time. I'm not just saying, hey, did you get your 200 in this month? I need you to get your 200 PRV in this month because I need another person active. No, we need to literally sit down and we need to check in with our team members. I don't care if they're essential up to director. I don't care. Every single person on your team chose you for a reason and they're important. We need to check in and see how they're doing because guess what? Maybe someone had a death in the family. Maybe someone is going through something. I checked in on someone that's not even part of my downline, but I checked in on her because I noticed that she wasn't active and she had a death in the family. We need to check in with our people, not just because we want to meet a goal or because we need to make sure they're active. They know they need to be active. But we need to actually show that we care and want to know what's going on in their lives. That is a lot of like customer service. And I'm going to be honest, you guys want to know how I book parties so much and how I have had so many people join our team because I build my relationships. I'm not just messaging people and saying, hey, do you want to purchase a 6-pack of wax? I'm literally messaging people, customers, friends, our team members, and asking how they're doing. Like, how is your day? Like, is there something I can do to pray for you? Is there something going on? Building relationships, showing servanthood, being there for one another. And I'm not saying that's any of y'all. I'm just talking about like what I wrote down. We have to build connections and trust with our teams because if you don't build a connection and trust, your team is going to dwindle down. I'm going to be honest. You're going to have people that drop off because they don't feel that connection. They don't feel that trust. They don't feel like they're important and they're not going to try. So that when you want to do coaching calls, your team is ready and willing. If they can trust you, if they can talk to you about anything life has to offer, they're going to be more willing to want to do the coaching calls. Yes, Christina. All right. Number 4, creating a sticky culture. Spend time with the people on your team who make it so insanely clear that they deserve your time. And we kind of already talked about this, but we're going to go over it again. The people that deserve your time, the hard workers, the hungry ones, the go-getters, the ones that really want to work and build a business, those are the ones you give your time to the most. You don't need to be giving your time to the leeches, the ones sucking all the energy out of you, the negative Nancys, the excuse makers. Those are not the ones you need to give your time to. And I'm talking about this because when I first joined, up until I hit director, I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna be honest. Up until just a few months ago, I literally would help every single person on this team. Every single person, even the person that hadn't had freaking PRV since the day they joined. I was reaching out to those people and I was trying to do calls and I was trying to help them and I'm done. And even month after month, I would reach out to the same person that would not talk to me and help them and try to give them advice. And I'm done. If those people aren't working their business, if they're the ones that are in there complaining about their PRV or that they can't book parties, I'm not going to waste my time because all the tools for y'all to be successful is on this page and on the Scent Warriors page. Chloe, anytime Chloe posts something, y'all, I post it on the Scent Warriors page. If you want this to work, you will find ways. I can help lead you to the water, but I cannot make you drink the water, okay? I can do these trainings and help you as leaders, but I can't hold your hand every single day of every single second of the day and make you work. I can't do that. I don't have time. My time is too precious. I have a family. I have my own business. Y'all are important to me, but the ones that sit there and complain every single day, I'm done. Give your time to those that want it. Your time is precious. And I'm talking about this now because I know there's a lot of you that, one, either y'all are about to have people on your team or you just became a lead consultant. And you know what? Yeah, I'm going to post this on YouTube so y'all can go back and watch it. And anybody on our team can go to our YouTube page and watch this too. But I'm just tired of, I don't even know. I'm not even going to talk about that. But anyways, we need as leaders, you're going to have to understand early on that your time is precious and you're not going to be able to help every single person eventually on your team of every second of the day. You guys, there are 119 people on this team. There is no way I can reach out to every single person every single day. I will try my best, but there's no way. I won't have time for me or my business or the ones that are actually working their business. So you have to understand to get a system in place because your time is precious, and those that are working their business and are showing up every month are the ones that you really have to focus on. And I know that that's hard because as me, I'm a people pleaser. I always want to make sure everybody's happy. I always want to make sure that everybody knows I'm here for them. But I also have to take a step back and understand that not everybody is going to want Scentsy like I want Scentsy. Not everybody is going to want to be a leader. Not every single person is going to work hard like I do. And I have to just take a step back and be like, okay, Serena, it's okay for you not to worry about those that are not showing up every month. It's okay to just focus on these 50 people that's already part of your team that are really, really working. Those are the people I'm going to work with. And then also I want to let you know that when you have someone on your team that steps up as director, Angela is a director under me. Her team is for her. I no longer am reaching out to them unless she comes to me and is like, girl, I need you to help with such and such. Or unless they reach out to me because, you know, they've talked to Angela and Angela told them to reach out to me. Okay? Once someone on your team hits director, let them take care of their team, okay? It's going to be very easy if you're like me that you're going to want to still take care of them to make sure, because you feel like, oh my gosh, you know, like they were part of our team and I just want to make sure they're taken care of. But trust me, when someone on your team hits director, they will take care of them. If you're pouring into your director, if I keep pouring into Angela and just keep helping her, she's going to continue to do the same for her team, okay? So, just wanted to mention that. We're not here to drag people to the finish line. It's not up to you to force people to work their business. Work with those that deserve your time, okay? All right, number 5, work ethic. The biggest thing, it's a huge problem, and this is the biggest thing. It's a huge problem in this business. Work ethic, discipline, not just Scentsy, but any kind of sales business, because we are our own boss. So work ethic and being disciplined is hard when you're your own boss, okay? We have no one holding our hand, and no one is there holding us accountable. We have to be holding ourselves accountable. It also frees up time for you, and it just shows you have done your job as a leader to get them to director. Exactly. That's the beauty of it. You guys, when someone on your team hits lead and above, I want y'all to know, like, when I see y'all doing your thing, I legit do happy dances. I cried when Angela hit director. Like, I see so many of y'all that have potential to hit lead and above, that you probably don't even see it. But I am watching y'all. Even if you're not part of my direct downline, even if you did not join directly under me, I still am watching y'all. I'm pulling reports every day. I look at reporting every day. But But trust me, like, y'all have got to start seeing your potential. And I think that's, as a woman, it's hard because we're hard on ourselves. But a lot of times, depending on how you grew up and stuff, a lot of times you're like, I just don't see it yet. And trust me, I've been there. But I want y'all to know that y'all have leaders on this team. Our team is so special because there are leaders on this team that are unlike any other leaders, that are always there for you guys, that have your back, that are literally rooting you on. Like, we have private conversations and we're literally rooting y'all on, and you have no idea. We're praying for you guys. Like, this culture that we have with this team is special. And I don't know if any of y'all have came from other direct sales companies or not, but what we have is so, so special. And I love it. I love the culture that we've created. All right, so back to work ethic. We have to be self-motivated because we're our own boss. Something in us that makes us want to get up and makes us want to work every day. Why do you guys wake up every day and want to do Scentsy? Why did you guys say yes to Scentsy? What is it that motivates you day after day to wake up and say, I'm going to do Scentsy? For me, it's my family. For me, it's the dream house that we've always wanted. For me, it's to be able to pay for my kids to go to college if that's what they want to do. But guess what? I'm not going to force my kids to go to college. Why? Because network marketing is freaking amazing. And if this is the journey that they decide to do, I'll be so happy about it. Also, want to let you know that you can actually deed your business if something happens to you over to your kids. I need to find out more information on that and do that, but because if something was to happen to me, I would love for my business to like go to Hayden or if she wants it, or my husband if he wants it. But yeah, so self-discipline. We have to be self-motivated. We have to know our why before any of this is gonna like play out. Because if you know your why, like your real why you decided to join Scentsy, and you write it down and you think about it and you look at it every day, that is what's literally going to drive you to work so damn hard. You guys, my why has changed a little bit since I joined, because I didn't think I would hit director as quickly as I did. And now that I have, like, I'm seeing things happen in our business that I am just like feeling so blessed to be a part of. And I can't wait to just see every single one of y'all experience and feel what I have felt since starting Scentsy. But y'all have to know your why. So if you don't know that, I want you to self-reflect and really just sit down and take 15 minutes one day and just get a pen and just start writing. Like, when you think of why did I wake up today to do Scentsy, and write it down. You have to know your why and see it every day. Put it on a Post-it note. Come up with a dream board. Do y'all know what dream boards are? I did a training on this. Dream board. Pick some things that you just cannot wait for Scentsy to fulfill, like a farmhouse, self-care time, getting your nails done, taking your kids to Disney, being able to go on vacation anytime you want, building your dream house, having your dream car, college fund for your kids, being able to inspire other people. You guys, when I first joined Scentsy, I put inspire on my dream board, and it's actually when I turn my phone off, my cover photo of my phone is my dream board, because every time I turn my phone on, I want to be able to see it. Inspire was one of the things that I put on there. And this year, I picked a word to help me with my business this year. And the word that God gave me this year was determined and inspired. So I put those together. And it's just crazy to think about that when I first started Scentsy, literally like the week I started, Chloe told me to do a dream board. Inspire has always been on my dream board. And that is my goal this year, is to be so determined to inspire so many people that it just like fills my heart and just fills my cup up and it runs over. Like, seriously, that is, and it's doing that. And I'm getting people that are inspired by me. I don't know what I'm doing, but like, that's what I want to do this year. That is like one of my main goals. So helping inspire you guys, helping inspire others. So you need to know your why. All right. What the heck? Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Okay. Is the work you're putting in aligning with your goals and your dreams? So the work that you're putting in every day, is it aligning with your goals and your dreams? Are your dreams bigger than your work ethic? Are your dreams bigger than your work ethic? Are you showing up to work but not doing any income producing activities? Are you showing up to do Scentsy but you're just scrolling on Facebook or Instagram every day? Guess what? That's not giving you money. Or are you actually getting on Facebook and Instagram and messaging people and saying, hey girl, have you ever thought about doing a wax bash with me and earning free and half off Scentsy? Or hey girl, I know that you order from me every month. Have you ever thought about making money off your own orders and joining my team? It's that simple, y'all. Just get in and ask. I know it's scary. I don't like to send out those messages. It scares me. But you've got to do it. If you want to be successful and you want to get to where you want to be, you want those dreams to become reality, you've got to do the hard things. We are your leaders, not your bosses. You have to want to work. You have to do the work and just give you. And yes, you guys, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm tired of being like the only person that posts on the Scent Warriors group page. Can I be honest? I'm tired of that. Can I have some other people like post on there, go live, show us how you're making samples? I know Angela's posted in there, but she has her own team page, so I'm not expecting her to do all that. But you guys, that page is not just for me. Y'all are doing things that we want to see. Y'all are booking parties differently than we are. Y'all are doing events. Y'all are doing different things. Please post about it on the Scent Warriors page. That page is for us as a team, not just Serena to post and give us all the answers. Are you showing up and working your personal business so you can pour into your team? It's setting a bad example if you're not getting 500 PRV. Listen, if you are a lead consultant and above, you are setting a bad example if you are not getting 500 PRV a month by the first week of the month. I know I just stepped on so many toes, but it's okay. Y'all are going to still love me. And you know why? You know why? Because you're going to lead by example. You want your team to show up and get 500 by the first week of the month? You've got to do 500 by the first week of the month. That personally, 500 is my goal by like the third day of the month. Actually, I try to kind of set it for the first day of the month because that's just who I am. Because in reality, by the 15th of the month, I want 2,000 PRV. And if I don't have 2,000 PRV by the 15th, I am doing whatever I can to get 2,000 PRV. Because guess what? When you have 2,000 PRV a month, that's an automatic $600 paycheck. Who here can earn $600 a month? You're all capable of doing that. So if you can get 2,000 PRV a month, you are, without your team doing anything, that is a $600 paycheck. But expecting your team to be active in the first week, if you're not getting 500 PRV in your first week, then you need to focus on that. If you are someone that has a team and you are not getting 500 PRV the first week of your month, first week of the month, do not ask your team to do that. Do not ask your team to do that. And I will always ask y'all to do that because I try to have 500 PRV by the first day of the month. That is what I do, write down every single month. You need to make a plan and a schedule to make that happen. Are you guys booking parties right now for May and June? Can I tell you I have 10 parties booked for May? I have 1 party booked for June already. And the last week of June, I'm not doing any parties because I'll be at SFR. Are you booking parties? You want to get high PRV? You need to front load your month. Meaning, by the middle of every month, April 15th, you should have already started asking people to book parties for May and June. I usually just say May until I get the number that I want for May. And then once I get those booked, then I start with the next month. I know you are, Christina. So that's taken care of before you're coaching people. You need to make sure you're 500 PRV the first week of the month, and that you have your parties booked before the month starts, so that you yourself is taken care of and you're active. 500 is all you have to be active as a leader. That is bare minimum, by the way. Bare minimum. As a lead consultant and above, bare minimum. We go for more on this team. If you're setting the example, your team will follow in your footsteps, I promise you. That way your personal business is taken care of before you're coaching people and telling them something you're not even doing. That I will not even open up coaching calls if I personally do not have the PRV or the parties that I want booked for the month. I am not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I need to make sure I'm all set so that I can pour into you guys, because I am not going to get on a coaching call and ask you guys to book the parties and get the PRV if I don't have that already done. Okay? Does the work you're putting in align with the mission of your business? What is your mission? Does the work you're putting in align with the expectations you have with your team and leaders? Ask yourself this. With how much work you did today, do you think that amount of work would I be where I am? So the work you've already put in today, or maybe think about yesterday. Well, yesterday was Sunday. Think about Friday. The work that you put in Friday, is that enough work to get you to where you want to be? Are you doing the work that you need to do to stay on track with where you want to be with Scentsy? If yes, then kudos to you. If not, then you need to do some self-reflecting, some readjusting, and putting some systems into place. All right, let's talk about setting an example. It doesn't matter what you say you're doing. What matters is what you're actually doing behind closed doors. If you will notice, on days that I don't post a crap ton on my stories are the days that I'm like making labels, creating graphics, following up with customers, having coaching calls. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my days that I'm not posting a ton on stories and stuff, because I am doing team training stuff. I'm watching trainings. I'm taking notes so that I can do trainings with you guys. Those are the days that I am diving deep with my team. Okay? Doing things behind closed doors that I can help y'all with in the future. Setting up things. I already know things that I'm going to do for our trainings next month, because that's the leader that I am. I hate procrastinating. I hate being late. I don't like it. I've never liked it. I was late every day of my life because my parents were always late to everything. And procrastinating, I cannot stand that crap, okay? So as a leader, you will never see me procrastinate. The only reason why I rescheduled this training was because I didn't have anybody on last week. The two people that were on, one was at a game, so she couldn't really listen. And the other person that was on, her internet wasn't working, so she was coming in and out, okay? And it was a waste of my time because no one else was on. It was a waste of my time. So I was like, I'll reschedule it. I'll reschedule it. So that's why we're here. All right. Are you setting a true example for your team? Are you doing the work that you say you're doing? Are you putting in the actions when no one else is looking? Are you doing the things behind closed doors when no one is watching you? How are you showing your team you're working? Are you posting on the Scent Warriors page and saying, look at these labels I just made? Are you going live and showing your team that you're doing these things? I know Angela is, and I'm pretty sure Ashley is. I'm not on her team page, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she is. It doesn't matter how much you're working if you're not showing your team. I try to show y'all everything. Even if I'm just making a simple label. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. I posted these on the Scent Warriors page. Pretty sure. You want to know what I did on Thursday or Friday last week? I created these from scratch on Canva. I'm trying to get better with Canva. I created these. It's Scentsy Club flyers. I did 4 to a page. I'm going to cut them. All of my new people, all of my people that get goodie bags, they're going to get one of these. Okay? I created those. Pretty positive I shared those with y'all. I know I did. Also, I've shared this on there. This is my favorite picks from our spring and summer catalog. So when I run out of these, I just reprint them. Created on Canva, okay? And actually, I think Chloe had made something similar to this, and I took hers and then I did my own thing to it. No. Darla is not lead. She is a certified. You can invite her, sure. I don't care. Darla is very hardworking, and she is another person that is always trying to get people to join her team. She's doing all the work. She just hasn't had anybody say yes yet. But yeah, add her. I thought that I had added her in here. She is more than welcome to be in here. All right, let me see where I'm at, y'all. Are you showing up to calls like these right here? Are you holding yourself accountable to implement what we talk about in the calls? And are you sharing with your team? Are you going to events? SFR. There is a virtual Scentsy family reunion. If y'all, it's $150 for the virtual. If you can spare it, y'all all need to do the virtual. Because listen, I know going is very expensive. Trust me. We're going in person, but it is expensive, okay? And you only have till the 31st to enroll in virtual or the other. So if you want to learn more, you need to do Scentsy Family Reunion. You need to go to your workstation, click on events, click Scentsy Family Reunion, make sure it's the virtual one. Darla, I am so sorry. I thought I added you to this, girl. Facebook was acting weird when I was adding people in here the other day. The 30th, I'm sorry. Thank you, Angela. You'll have till April 30th to join SFR. There is a virtual option. It's $150 for virtual. They're going to send you some things in the mail. Okay? You're going to get some things. I don't know if what all it is, but I know that you'll get a package in the mail for doing SFR. You're fine, Darla. I'm so sorry. So if y'all want to learn more and grow, people's businesses change. There are people that go to SFR that just joined Scentsy and are essential consultants. And when they go back home and implement what they tell them to do, they end up hitting director within the year. You guys, literally, it is life-changing. It can be life-changing. So if you have not signed up to do SFR, I highly suggest it. If you can't afford it this year, I understand. But if you can, it's a tax write-off. Okay? It is a tax write-off. I know, me too. If you're not showing up, then your team isn't going to either. That's why I'm showing up. Did you know when we did I did not do the boot camp, but that was because I chose SFR instead. Plus the boot camp wasn't anywhere near me either. There was another event that ended up being online, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And I ended up paying for it. It was only like $15 for it. I went to it. And that's how I learned to share a lot of things with you guys. All right. So we as leaders have to show up for our team. We have to show them that there is value in showing up and going to events. We have to show them that there is value in watching these trainings. We have to show them that we are going to these events because they are watching us. All right, so let's talk about bare minimum leaders for a minute. Being a director, a star director, a superstar director, even a lead star or superstar consultant, any leader, your work ethic needs to be the same, no matter your title. Titles don't matter, you guys. Titles do not matter. Titles, yeah, it's a promotion. And yes, it's on your workstation, so people know what rank you are, but it really doesn't matter if you're not working your business. Your internal motivation needs to be the same as a superstar director or as a director or as a star director. It doesn't mean you get to sit back and chill and be comfortable once you hit a certain status. Exactly, Angela. Let me tell y'all something. If I sat back and chilled, I would not get the paycheck I want. If I sat back and chilled and just let y'all do your thing, I would not be happy. I'm not that type of person anyways. But when you hit lead and above and you just expect your team to do it all, that is not a good leader. That is not a good leader. And if you're going to be that type of leader, I ask that you do not be a leader and that you contact Scentsy and you tell them that you want to take a non-leadership role, because I don't want you to be that type of leader on this team. You, as a leader, need to step up, and you should always be the hardest working one in the room. That is what I try to do. I am always trying to be the hardest working one so that I can help all of you all with everything that y'all need. Your team will repeat the behaviors that you're showing them. We as leaders have to show up and lead, train, book the parties, do the things, and show our team we're doing these things as well. Yes, we have to delegate things, but we will never just sit back and chill and be comfortable in order to grow. This team will not sit back and chill. You are allowed to take self-care days. You are allowed to take time for you and your family and go on vacation. That is something totally different. But while you're doing that, that is fine. That is part of the self-care process, okay? But what I'm saying, as a leader, you should not be sitting there with zero PRV, not booking the parties, not even sharing about Scentsy, and expecting your team to do all the work. Or, another example, you should not be getting 500 PRV, bare minimum PRV for lead and above, and then sitting back and letting your team do the rest. That is not okay. It is not okay to work your business 2 days out of the month and get what you need and then let your team do the rest to get you to where you need to be. That is not okay. Being a leader, you need to be the hardest one working in the room. I already said that. You should always be working harder than your team, being in the top sales, top sponsors. Discipline, bare minimum leaders equal bare minimum businesses. Let me say that again. Discipline, bare minimum leaders equals bare minimum business. Bare minimum businesses equals bare minimum paychecks. I don't want a bare minimum paycheck. Heck to the no. So if you are here to do the bare minimum, you should not be in a leadership role. If you're not here to be an example to your team and do the things we expect and serve your team and be ready to do that forever, then you shouldn't be in a leadership role and you should not be sponsoring. We need to make sure we love our team. Businesses don't open 2 days a week. Businesses don't thrive off selling 3 days a week. You have to show up every single day. And listen to me when I say this. Weekends are optional, but guess what? I still work weekends. Why? Because I am not where I want to be yet in this company. And right now, personally, between you guys and me, I can't afford to take weekends off. If I want to, I will. Yes, I will sit my phone down for a few hours while we're doing stuff, doing family things, but I'm still working. I'm still planting seeds. I'm still waking up earlier than everyone else and making the party posts that I need to make and setting up the things that I need to set up for you all or for whatever's going on my business so that I can take the evening off if I need to. Tomorrow, me and Justin have to go and find things for our house because yesterday was a flop. So we're going and looking at this other place, and I am doing this training today. I have stuff I have to do for Chloe's team tomorrow for her pages, but I'm going to do that while we're driving down the road. Why? Because I can do that. So if you want to be able to take weekends off and be comfortable and have the paycheck that you want, you have to put in the time right now. And I promise you that what you're doing really, really hard right now, all the things that you're doing right now, in a year from now is going to pay off. And another thing, where I'm at right now with my business, I'm working it super hard, but it's different than when I first started because I'm actually able to take time and spend with my family in the afternoons and turn my phone off at 7 o'clock at night and know that my business will be okay. So that's not being a bare minimum leader. That is me setting examples for you guys, putting times in place. That's why my time for you guys is 7 to 5 every day. And after that, I'm not available because 1, I have to set boundaries. 2, I've got to do things with my family, but I'm still working. And I know that I don't have to post every single second of every single day. Someone wants to place an order, they can place an order without me being there holding their hand. And if they need me and they need my help, I can get with them the next morning. But when I first started this business, I worked every single freaking minute of every single day. Now I can sit back a little bit and thank you so much. And I can count on you guys if something happens in the chat that we need help with, or on our team page that we need help with. There's always going to be someone out there that is on our team that's willing to help. And I love that I created that culture within you guys, but I also want y'all to help know that give yourselves some grace and set some boundaries for yourselves too. And if you need self-care days, please take them. I'm not saying that you need to work every single second of every single day. Don't be like me, okay? But bare minimum is not going to get you where you want to be, okay? Businesses don't build with no systems. You need systems in place. If you're not showing up consistently and leading, you're not going to get the paycheck you want. You have to do income producing activities every single day. As your team grows, you have to have systems, schedules that work for you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, get systems in place now. I didn't have systems until probably I hit director. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know. I did not have a schedule. I did not have things in place. My life was all over the place. I just knew that I wanted to get to director as quickly as I could. And I just did everything I could think of every single day, every single second. Like I literally did not have systems in place. And I think that's why I wore myself out a lot. Gonna be honest. Don't be like me. Get systems in place. Get you a notebook and write down Monday through Friday, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share something with y'all again. I should have brought these over there. Hold on just a second. Sorry. Let me show y'all something. I have 2 different things that I go by. These are posted in our Scent Warriors page. So Monday, book parties, get some PRV, and have sponsoring conversations. That's like my 3 main things. And then I go by this one because this one is Monday through whatever, Friday. Okay? Post in my VIP group. I've already done that today. Post in the Scent Warriors group. I've already done that today. Amy app. I've already done that today. Post in the team page about goals and motivation. We're doing this training right now, so that's done. If it is the 5th, the 15th, and then the last day of the month lands on a Monday, then I'll do team emails. I have started that. That is something that I just started doing last month. So team emails will be going out. My last one will be going out at the end of the month. Send welcome emails to anybody that's new, that has personally joined under me, or people on my, that are part of my front line. Connect with 5 people, build relationships on social media. That is everything I'm doing today. And most of that's already done, okay? Get systems in place. These are on our Scent Warriors page. Print them out, implement them. You're going to feel so much better, and you're going to feel like you have accomplished so much, okay? Yes, yes, yes. Exactly, Angela. The ability to learn and adapt. You have to be willing to learn and put what you learn into action and adapt when things change in your business. There are a crap ton of stuff that's changed in my business since I joined. The text messaging calls, I love those, y'all. I love those way better than going live with you guys. I don't know why. Because they're just straight to the point. And it's less time for you to have to take out of your day, and it's less time that I have to take out of my day. And it's still personal. We're still able to connect. I love those. Okay. That's something new that I was like, gosh, do I really want to try to do that? So just adapt when things change. It's okay. Our workstation changes all the time. All the time. And yes, it's hard. Some people hate change. And if you get used to something, it's like, crap, well, why did they have to change it? Because they're trying to help us and simplify things a little bit easier. So they're testing out different things all the time. This business is not optional for me. This is my life. My family deserves this. I deserve this, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to be successful. If you feel that way, then this business can't be optional. If you want a better life, if you want to be able to retire from your job, if you want to be able to go on vacation whenever you want, if you know your why, then you cannot make this business optional. You cannot work 2 days out of the month and expect a $5,000 paycheck. You can't work 2 days out of the month and expect to have 2 people want to join your team. I haven't had anybody join this month. And that really freaking sucks. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not happy about it. I'm trying. I'm planting seeds. I have people interested. And just know, I sponsored freaking 18 people last month. So maybe right now is my harvest time to help build up those people that joined. But you best believe I'm still sending out messages and following up and connecting with people that I know want to join this company. It's just not their time yet. So give yourself grace, but still work your business. That comes from that internal motivation. The reason I want this, the reason I make Scentsy a non-negotiable. No excuses. We don't do excuses on this team. You can't make excuses and money at the same time. Mic drop. You cannot make excuses and make money at the same time. If you're making excuses, it's taking away from your money. If you're making excuses, it's taking away from your income producing activities. I can guarantee that. All right, let's talk about coaching. If you're not doing what you should in your personal business, you should not be coaching anyone. If you are a lead and above and you do not have 500 PRV the first week of the month, do not be doing coaching calls because you're not where you need to be as a leader. You have no business coaching and training if your business isn't squared away. You have to take care of you so you can take care of your team. Coaching is about helping people succeed, not just pointing out what they're doing wrong. I will tell you, every coaching call that I've done, I have never said, you're partying wrong, or you're not getting PRV because you're doing it wrong. I will never tell y'all that. I will just help give you ideas of what works for me that will hopefully help you guys. Help identify their strong suits and their struggles. You're never going to know everything and feel 100% confident in coaching and doing calls If you don't have to have all you don't have to have all the answers. Why am I stuttering today? It's okay. That's why you have uplines to help. I understand when you become a lead consultant, or even if you're not a lead or star consultant or superstar consultant, you're not going to have all the answers. Me as a director, I don't have all the answers, but if you ask me something, I will find the answer for you. I promise you. That is what your upline is for. If your teammates ask you questions and you have no idea, do not tell them you don't know. Don't say, I don't know, girl. Say, I will find that out because I've been wondering the same thing. Okay? Like, message me, message Angela, message Ashley, whoever is your director, you're going to go to them first. If they don't know or they can't find it out, they're going to ask one of us, okay? I should be the last person you ask. If you're not part of my front line, I should be the last person. And if I don't know, I will message Chloe or I will look it up. But I also want to say this. If someone asks you a question and you don't know it, go look for it yourself first before you ask your upline. Google it. Look on your workstation. If you cannot find the answer, then ask us, okay? Boundaries. Let's talk about boundaries. Have boundaries around your one-on-one calls. Number one, don't coach those that don't want to be coached. Don't ask Susie if she wants a one-on-one call if you know that she doesn't want to do it, or if you know she's not showing up every month. Don't offer coaching calls to everyone. Offer it to those that deserve your time. Keep the calls in your business hours. Do not set a coaching call at 9 o'clock at night if that is not your business hours. That is your family time. My coaching calls are Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes I am doing one tomorrow, but it's not really a coaching call. Tuesdays and Thursdays because that's my team day, and it's anywhere from 7 a.m. till 5. Actually, 4, because I'm not doing them after 4 o'clock. And if people are working, they will figure out a way to fit it into their schedule. You have to make people respect your boundaries. Everybody gets a lunch break. And you can do a coaching call with me during your lunch break. You can sit there and eat while you're doing your coaching call. I only offer coaching calls 2 days a week and inside my business hours. People that want this will make time. People will only respect your boundaries if you are respecting your boundaries. If I know at the beginning, I did not have business hours set. That's why you guys messaged me all the time. That was my own fault because I did not set boundaries. But now that I have boundaries, I love you guys so much because every now and again I'll get a message at night from one of y'all, and that's totally okay. If I'm able to answer it, I will. If not, you guys know I'll message you the next day. If it is a freaking emergency, call me. However, if my phone's off, I may not get to it. Or post in our messenger group. Someone else will help. Angela will help. Ashley may help. Someone on there will help. Okay? I'm just saying business hours are important and setting boundaries is important because when our team hits 1,000 people or 500 or more, I'm going to be honest, 500 or more, there ain't no way in hell I'm going to be having my phone turned on all hours of the day and being able to answer all the questions after my business hours. I will drive myself crazy and I will get burnt out. And y'all, I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy what I do. I want to wake up every day and love my job. So you have to set boundaries. You have to set business hours. All right, last things and we're almost done. Understanding that your team, hold on, what did I write there? I have no idea. Oh, understanding that your team owes you nothing. Your team, your customers, the world owes you nothing. You don't own your team. You don't own your customers. They owe you nothing. You don't own anybody. We are nobody's boss. I can help lead the horse to drink. I can get on here and do all the trainings in the world. I can help y'all understand things with Scentsy, but I cannot make y'all implement the trainings that I do because I'm not your boss. I am not there to hold your hand and tell you, you have to do this and this and this. I can just show the way. I am not your boss. I don't own you. I can't call you and say, oh my gosh, Christina, you have to do this right now. You have to go book 5 parties right now. If you don't, I'm firing you. Doesn't work like that. I'm not your boss. I'm your leader. I'm your friend. I'm your mentor. Orville Thompson, the CEO, said this: don't be entitled to what you don't have. Be grateful for what you do have. I'm going to try not to get emotional. I wake up every day, literally, feeling so blessed to have you guys as my team. If you guys would have asked me last May where I would be with Scentsy or how I thought all of this would have played out, none of it. Everything that's happened I would have never imagined any of this. I would have never imagined Angela saying yes and joining my Scentsy team and actually building a team herself. Why? Because she told me never to freaking ask her to join Scentsy, and she told me to never ask her to, when she did join, not to get her to build a team. So I never did those things. I never went out of my way and was like, you need to join my team. I knew that if she wanted to be a part of this, after she saw me being consistent every single day, if she wanted this, she would do it. She would say yes. And I just use that as an example because I know that God called me to Scentsy, you guys. If you don't know my story, go back and look at the Scent Warriors page. I've done tons of trainings or calls and talked about my reasoning behind Scentsy, but my family was going through the worst part of our lives last year, and I chose to listen to God, and I chose to say yes to Scentsy while my husband was fighting for his life, going through chemo and had cancer. And he's in remission right now. Everything's right now is going great that we know of so far. But I know that God called me to do this, and every single step of the way, God has sent people to me on this team for a reason. I truly believe that because I've never really had to ask anybody to join this team. And out of that, so many of y'all have joined other people that's been part of my front line. And I literally sit almost every single day and just look back at where I was when I first said yes to where I am now. And I'm just like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for allowing me to listen to you. Thank you for having me dream about Scentsy. Thank you for telling me in the moment of finding out my husband had cancer that I needed to get up and quit doing what I was doing that was not bringing me joy, and trust Chloe and do Scentsy and build relationships, because had I not said yes, I would have never met you guys. And I just feel so blessed to have Scentsy in my life. And if y'all don't feel that way, you need to reevaluate what's going on in your life. If you don't feel the way that I feel about Scentsy, you will. If you put in the work and really dig deep and really know your why and just feel what it feels in here. I can't explain to you how Scentsy feels to me, because it's going to be different for everybody, but Scentsy is my home. Like when I am 97 years old and God calls me home one day, Scentsy is where I'm still going to be. I am going to be that 90-something-year-old woman still doing Scentsy as long as Scentsy's still here. Like, I love Scentsy, and my passion and my hopes and dreams for Scentsy, for you guys, it's here. And I hope that y'all see that with the way that I lead you guys and all the stuff that I do behind the scenes, and just how much I love you guys. Like, Scentsy means so much to me, and it is changing my life. It is changing my life. And it will change yours if you can believe in that and trust the process and believe in yourself. Focus on the things that you do have, and focus on the things that are going right. Stop looking at all the people sitting at 0 on your team and start looking at those that are doing 200 PRV a month or more. Stop looking at all the people that aren't doing X, Y, and Z and start looking at the people that are doing amazing. If we look at all the ones not working, then that's going to make you feel like a crappy leader. Trust me, I'm telling you this because this month has been hard for me. I have had so many ups and downs this month. But as I sit here today, and my PRV is not the highest it's ever been. It's not the lowest it's ever been, but it is definitely not the highest. It's not, yeah. I'm doing a training.
Are you in here yelling at people?
No, I'm not. Go on. But
God, you mean.
I am not. Go on. You have to look at it and know that you should feel grateful with where you're at on your journey with Scentsy. And if you're not happy with where you're at or how long you've been with Scentsy, then reevaluate and try something new. If the parties that you've booked aren't going great, maybe try a different way of partying. If you reaching out to all these people isn't working, then try something new. Come up with something new.
Like the party rock anthem.
Oh my gosh, Justin.
Justin,
So if you're constantly focused on what your team is not doing and you're not looking at the things they are doing, that is so toxic to them and to you as a leader. Because if you're focused on the negative, then you're going to perceive being negative to your team. And I've had to take steps back this month because I was having negative thoughts. I was not happy with where I was this month. I was not happy with getting all these no's. I've had so many no's this month, you guys. That's why I've been really quiet, because I don't want to ever complain. I don't want to be negative. I don't want to pour that into you guys. So instead this month I've kind of been really quiet. But also, giving y'all what you need at the same time. So if you are feeling that way, then take a step back, take some time, and really look at where you're at and what you've already accomplished with Scentsy. You need a team page that you can post on, share, and go live on. Even as a lead and above, I would recommend going ahead and creating a team page so that it is ready to go. I'm not saying that you have to go ahead and start doing the lives and all that stuff, but I would recommend, especially when you hit Star Consultant, to create a team page and start creating that culture so that your team will be more engaged and want to help out more. Even if you only have one team member, you are a leader and you can do this. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up for questions. That's really all I had for this training. And I know I've been on here a while because this was a lot and I wanted to go over everything. But not every leader is going to lead the same way. We're all different. God created us to be different. So some things that I post and how I do things, you may be like, there's no way I can do what she did. That's okay. That's why you're a different leader than me. You can reinvent the wheel and do different things your way to fit your team. Because maybe me going live 4 times a week is too much for you guys. Maybe you having team days Tuesdays and Thursdays like me isn't what you need. Maybe you only want to do 1 team day a week. Maybe that's what works best for you. Just know that we are on here. We are all different leaders and we are on here to share and help each other. And you can lead your own way. I'm not telling you to lead exactly like I do. I am just on here to help you guys, give you things that can help you and your team. We stop focusing on the negative. Let's be positive and reflect back at where we were when we first joined to now and just be grateful. So that's all I have. That's all I have. I'm going to hop off here and go ahead and post this. That way people can go back and watch the replay. If y'all have anything to add, please comment after I post this. Give each other ideas. How are you leading? What does leadership look for you guys? What is your why? I want everybody to let me know what your why is. Why do you do Scentsy? But I love you guys. I hope y'all have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all later.